Dusty Waters up top. He'll start second. They approach the restart flag and turn 4, and the green flag flies for the first time for the McKean Trucking and PV Paving Rush Late Honors here tonight at McKean County Raceway. Dusty Waters uses that high line momentum, and he propels right to the race lead as they head down the back straightaway. Yeah, Grisby got a little loose on the inside of that racetrack through 1 and 2. Battle behind the lead pack is a good one going for 4th right now. LaFleur to the inside of Wilmer. He wants that 4th spot, and the battle for 2nd starting to tighten up. Grisby, another run at the back bumper of Jacob Tubbs. Meanwhile, everybody is still chasing the 14 of Dusty Waters, who has left the field, well, in the dust. He heads off turn number 4 down the front straightaway. He is long gone. The 89 of Jacob Tubbs Jr. trying to hold off the 24 of Grisby side by side for 2nd down the back straightaway. Great battle here ongoing for 2nd. Contact is made off turn number 4 as 2 laps to go, being signaled to the drivers as they flash back by the start-finish line. Grisby relentless on the bottom of the racetrack, not letting Tubbs get away. They stay wheel to wheel down the back straightaway. Grisby comes across the line in 2nd and Tubbs in 3rd, but a hold-your-breath moment for Dusty Waters off the end of the back straightaway. Off turn number 2 on the final lap, he kicked wide, almost lost it off the end of the backstretch, went over that curb and the cushion up top, but luckily was able to save it, hang on for the win, and race fans give it up for the 14 of Dusty Waters. Wonderling on the inside, Territory up top. Green flag goes in the air, and it's Jeremy Wonderling who takes off with the race lead, but Territory hanging tight to his right elbow as they sling the machines through 1 and 2. 'Turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Territory with the race lead. Wonderling not escaping or letting him escape just quite yet. Jeremy, we talked to him before the race, and Wonderling did a lot of work on that 87 machine before this one. Running up front just quite yet, as you mentioned, and that's because the 16T of Clayton Territory has gotten the race lead and starting to skate away with it. Off turn number 2 and down the back straightaway, he has opened it up to about 6 car lengths as they sling the machines through turns 3 and 4, back on the front straightaway, 4 laps down, 4 laps to go. 3 laps to go here at MCR in our final heat of the night. It is Clayton Territory with the race lead as they head through turns 3 and 4, back onto the front straightaway. 2 laps to go, and Territory has gapped himself over the 87S of Jeremy Wonderling. Wonderling rides in 2nd, then you have Travis back there in 3rd. They head down the back straightaway through 3 and 4. Tony Van Pelt at the ready in the white flag. our heat action tonight, and Clayton Terrabori's got the race lead. The final heat of the night, the final heat of the McKean Trucking and PV Paving Rush Late Models being led by Terrabori through 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag in the air. Clayton Terrabori is going to score the victory. One wing across the line in second. Travis in third. Going to be a great heat here for the Kane Stebbins Construction Rush Pro Mods, and it has just gone green. They head through 1 and 2 for the first time. Tyler Oakes uses that high line momentum. He'll rock it out with the race lead. Backpack slides into the number 2 spot, side by side for third as they head down the back straightaway. Off turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Tyler Oakes pulling away, but that battle for second starting to turn into a knock. Kyle Babcock leads that 3-car pack. Now he slides wide. Here comes Wilcox. Here comes Woodward. They'll both slide by. He moves Wilcox into the number 2 spot. Woodward the third, and here comes Zane Harvey on the charge, battling it out for the number 4 spot. See what Zane Harvey has, if anything, for the top 3 as he is closing in on Woodward as they head down the back straightaway. Back through turns 3 and 4 they go. Harvey dials up the low line, goes about as low as you can go. Gets that great run off corner exit, side by side for third as they head back through 1 and 2. From first to third for Zane Harvey so far. Started this one in 7th, and as Jeremy mentioned before the heat got going, Harvey has been undefeated here at McKean County Raceway in the heats and has only lost 1 feature all year, but being overshadowed in the battles behind him is the leader, Tyler Oakes, that 22T. Jumped out to a pretty sizable advantage, but lap after lap, the last couple of laps, Jeremy, Josh Wilcox is closing the gap. Final time off turn number 2 and down the back straightaway here in the first heat for the Pro Mods. Oh, and Wilcox goes wide. Slides wide, kicks up the track off turn number 2. That allows Oakes to pull away with the race lead. Harvey all over. Wilcox not going to be enough. Oakes is going to win it at the line. Wilcox scores second. Harvey across in third. Track in turn 4 that they hit now. Green flag goes in the air as they roll down the front straightaway. Hammer on the gas and thunder into 1 and 2 for the first time. It is Canfield who's got the race lead in a side-by-side battle for second off turn 2, although Chamberlain slips up a bit. That allows Heights and Raider to take off for the number 2 spot, and Chamberlain back to third. Canfield with the race lead as they head up off turn number 4, back down the front straightaway. Behind him, good battle ongoing here for second. Heights and Raider has it. Chamberlain wants it. They head through 1 and 2, now down the back straightaway. That battle for the race lead, though, starting to tighten up as they are battling for second and closing in on the back bumper of Canfield. Canfield still with the race lead, but Jeremy, as you mentioned, trying to split them are Heights and Raider and Chamberlain. Chamberlain to the bottom of the racetrack. Heights and Raider goes about as high as you can go. He climbs the ladder through 1 and 2, gets a great launch down the back straightaway, and he is all over the back bumper of Canfield. coming up here. Heights right with the control car. Green flag goes back in the air. It's Canfield who's got the second spot. Takes a peek to the inside of Heights and Raider as they head through 1 and 2. Side by side momentarily for the race lead, but it's Heights and Raider who escapes down the back straightaway. Heights and Raider pulling away with the race lead. Canfield and Chamberlain continue to have a good battle here for second. And the white flag is in the air. Final time around here. McKean County Raceway in the Kane Stebbins Construction Rush Pro Mods class. Their second and final heat of the night. Heights and Raider leads the field down the back straightaway for the final time. Chamberlain takes a peek to the inside of Canfield through 3 and 4. Not going to be enough. Heights and Raider is going to score the victory. Canfield across the line in second. Chamberlain in third. Arnold fourth. And Tim Schran rounds out your top 5. Robbie and rounds out the 5-car field as they head up off turn number 4. Green flag goes in the air and something goes wrong with Wonderling off the drop of the green flag. Gets shuffled all the way back to the 5th position. Blosser with the race lead as they head down the back straightaway for the first time. Trey White will head off turn number 2, trying to track down the race leader. Can't do so right now. That 15B looking prime and out front, pulling away as he heads through turns 3 and 4. 2 laps down here in the Shuck Mini Late Models. Turn 4, Brandon Blauser will now head down the front straightaway, pulling away by quite some distance over Chris White, that is, excuse me, who rides in the number 2 spot. Then you have Sherwood, who is now knocking on the doorstep of Chris White. They head through turns 3 and 4. Sherwood trying to get to the bottom of the racetrack, can't quite do so off turn 4. 3 laps to go for Brandon Blauser, who crosses the start-finish line, flashes back through turns 1 and 2, and he has pulled away by quite some distance. Jeremy, you mentioned it. Most heat wins this year in this class in the Sharp Mini Late Models at McKean County Raceway. Looking poised to do another one with 2 laps to go. White flag goes in the air here for Brandon Blauser as he heads off to turn number 4, now down the front straightaway, back through 1 and 2 for the final time in the first heat for the Sharp Mini Late Models. Late Models again, Mealy on the inside, Severy up top. Off turn number 4, onto the front straightaway. Green flag goes in the air, and it's Terry Mealy who jumps out with the race lead. Isidore quickly slides into the number 2 spot as they hit the bankings through 1 and 2 for the first time. Yeah, no doubt about it. Jesse Isidore will be one tough customer to get by, and meanwhile, Terry Mealy starting to pull away with the race lead. He has opened it up to about 4 car lengths. They head down the back straightaway through 3 and 4. off turn number 4. Here comes Terry Mealy leading the way back across the start-finish line, side by side for second as they head down the front straightaway. Outman dials up the low line, goes wheel to wheel with Isidore through 1 and 2. Isidore slides wide, Outman slides by, but Mealy long gone with the race lead. Outman continuing to turn fast laps as he gets right up to the back bumper of Terry Mealy as they head down the front straightaway. Jeremy Outman is right there. Now, can he get there and get by? That's the one question. Now he's side by side. Jeremy, remember, Outman, he had an issue in the feature. He was 2 laps away before the radiator hose broke off and he went up in smoke a couple of weeks ago. We'll see what he can do here, but now here comes Isidore back to his inside. White flag goes in the air here in the second and final heat for the Beaver Trucking and Excavating Sharp Mini Late Models. Outman got tailed happy coming off turn number 2 a lap ago. And as Jeremy mentioned, that allowed Isidore to slide by. Takes over that number 2 spot, but nobody has had anything for Terry Mealy into 3 and 4 for the final time. Raceway about to get a whole lot better as the green flag flies for the first time tonight, and the Costa Supermarket Pier Stocks heat number 1 is on your way. 3 wide as they enter turn 1 for the race lead. It's Hamer on the inside of Sullivan and Barrett all the way up top. Now Sullivan takes over the top spot as they spill over the back straightaway for the first time tonight. Sullivan, he's got the race lead. Hamer now tucks in behind him, follows in his tire tracks up off turn 4, back onto the front straightaway. Ryan Sullivan, he'll lead lap 1. Ryan Sullivan, he'll lead lap number 2. Hamer continuing to lose some touch to the back bumper as they are still battling it out for the number 2 spot, 3 spot, 4th and 5th on back. A good wad of cars there with Parmenter being followed by Skinner and Mowry. They head back through 3 and 4. Ryan Sullivan starting to tiptoe away with this one. He has got a lot of daylight between him and Zach Hamer now as they head through 3 and 4. Hamer under the gun from Skinner. He'll dial up the low line, Skinner will. He'll go side by side for position number 2 down the front straightaway. Sullivan continuing to show the way. That battle for second continuing to be a good one. Skinner all the way about as low as you can go. Now drifts wide a little bit, but Hamer opens up the door. Wheel to wheel off turn number 2 and back down the back straightaway. Ryan Sullivan had a race lead that has dissipated over the laps as that battle for second has kind of fallen apart now. Skinner takes off with the number 2 spot. Here's Mowry to the inside of Hamer. White flag goes in the air. Final time here in heat 1 for the Pier Stocks. We got a side-by-side battle for the race lead. They come through 3 and 4 for the final time. Skinner slides by, so does Mowry off turn number 4. An impressive aggressive run in the closing laps, and it's going to be Joe Skinner who takes home the victory in Heat 1 of the Pure Stocks. Mowry comes across the line in second. Sullivan, he gets drop kicked all the way back to third, but Hamer, he had that second spot, watched it fall apart, and then all of a sudden Skinner takes off with the number 2 spot. Jeremy, a great battle there in Heat for the Nittany Mini Mart Mini Stocks class here at McKean County Raceway. Off turn 4, green flag goes in the air here on lap number 1. Shane Putt jumps out with the whole shot lead by the time they hit the banking through 1 and 2 for the first time. Babcock, he gets drop kicked back to second. Under the gun from Gillespie as they go side by side down the back straightaway. Putt leads lap number 1, starting to pull away. That battle for second becomes a hornet's nest now as Gillespie has it, and now Babcock falls back to third. Cobb in that 28C challenging him for the third position. They go side by side as they enter turn 3, but Shane Putt continuing to pull away up front. We do stay green as now Shane Putt crosses the start-finish line, pulling away lap after lap. Good battle here for the number 2 spot. Gillespie's got it. Cobb wants it. They head off to turn number 2, back down the back straightaway. But everybody continuing to chase the 7P of Shane Putt, who hasn't looked back since the drop of the green flag. Laps to go here in the first heat for the Nittany Mini Mart Mini Stocks class at McKean County Raceway on the Super 6 Friday afternoon. Shane Putt with the race lead. He takes off with that down the back straightaway. That battle for second continuing to be a good one. Preston Cobb still all over the back bumper and knocking on the doorstep of Gillespie. Here they come off turn number 4. White flag goes in the air here in the first heat for the Mini Stocks class tonight. Tony Van Pelt lets it fly. Shane Putt with the race lead, leading the field back through 1 and 2. Long gone, hasn't looked back since the drop of the green flag. Preston Cobb trying desperately to get around Gillespie as they head down the back straightaway for the final time. Shane Putt in the 7P takes home the victory in the first heat for the Nittany Mini Mart Mini Stocks class as Gillespie comes across the line in second, Preston Cobb in third. A good battle for second all the way to the end, but it was this man off turn 4. Give it up for the 7P of Shane Putt. Field to green, Ken Weatherly up top in that 78. That's your front row off turn 4. Green flag goes in the air, and it's Bill Weatherly who's got the race lead by the time they hit through 1 and 2 for the first time, but he is being stalked by a second on back as they head down the back straightaway. Spot in as well as the race lead. They head off turn number 4, down the back straightaway. You can move Putt to the number 2 spot all over the back bumper of Weatherly as they head through 3 and 4. Leader, it is Trevor Putt in the second and final heat for the Nittany Mini Mart Mini Stocks class here at McKean County Raceway on this beautiful Friday afternoon. Putt pulls the field up off corner exit on turn 4. now down the front straightaway they go, back through 1 and 2. Trevor Putt not only has taken the race lead, he's starting to dance away with it. Turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Trevor Putt is long gone. Weatherly rides in second. As they head off turn number 4, 3 laps to go for Trevor Putt. He has been one hot hand here this year at McKean County Raceway. Knows how to get the job done, knows how to pull the victory lane, but Jeremy, that battle for second starting to pick up. Trevor Putt leads the field down the back straightaway and into 3 and 4, continuing to pull away lap after lap. White flag goes in the air, battle for second, continuing to stay solid. Weatherly has it, group 1 as they head down the front straightaway. Down the back straightaway and into turns 3 and 4 for the final time here in the second and final heat for the mini stocks as they head through 3 and 4, back onto the front straightaway. Trevor Putt is going to score the victory. Great battle at the line for second. Going to come right down to the line, and at the line it is the 96 of Butte. Gets the job done, got the nose out in front of Weatherly, who comes across the line in third. But Trevor Putt scores the victory in the second and final heat. The Nittany Mini Stocks class here at McKean County Raceway on this gorgeous Friday afternoon. He is heading through turns 3 and 4. Let them hear it, race fans. Give it up for the 4P of Trevor Putt. The only heat for the Kids Bandits class here tonight at McKean County Raceway. Some contact there between Skinner and Chamberlain as they head through the restart zone and past the restart flag. Skinner takes away with the race lead. Griffin slides by Chamberlain in the number 2 spot, but Skinner long gone with the race lead as they head down the back straightaway and into 3 and 4 for the first time. Now Griffin will go about a groove higher, trying to track down the race leader of Jake Skinner, who will lead lap number 1. Jake Skinner continuing to lead the way down the back straightaway they go. Griffin about 3, maybe 4 car lengths behind the race leader of Skinner. Now she has problems in turn 3. Gets a little wadded up, gets a little bottleneck by herself. That allows Skinner to pull away even farther. They head off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. It is all Jake Skinner with the race lead. Griffin about half the straightaway, you could call it, behind Skinner in second. Chamberlain with some smoke coming out behind her, neon pink and black. The number 11 machine, she rides in third, but 3 laps down, 3 laps to go for Jake Skinner here in the Troops Creek Heating Bandit Kids class. Turn number 2, down the back straightaway, Skinner. He got the race lead off the initial drop of the green flag, and he has not looked back, continuing to gap himself over Chloe Griffin. Off turn 4, white flag goes in the air. Final lap around here in the only heat for the kids class at McKean County Raceway. Final time through turns 3 and 4. Checkered flag already being displayed by Tony Van Pelt, and it is Jake Skinner who scores the victory in the only heat for the Troops Creek Heating Bandit Kids class here at McKean County Raceway tonight. Chloe Griffin across the line in second, and Addie Chamberlain in third.